Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Coach Hayes, and I'm back inside the 8th Street Gym, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Extra Work Wednesday, powered by Once Upon a Coconut. Today's episode is all about cardio, with a twist. When most people hear the word cardio, they think about hopping on a treadmill, an elliptical, a Stairmaster, and while there's certainly a time and a place for that type of cardio, it usually means carving out about 30 to 45 minutes just to get the benefits. The reality of it is, most of us just don't have that time. If you're an athlete, you got practice, film study, class, extra recovery. If you're a busy adult, you got work, family, and a long list of responsibilities you need to attend to. Finding an extra 30 to 45 minutes may not be in the cards for a lot of us. That's why we're going over something called muscle building cardio complexes in today's episode. I actually started using these a lot during my time with WWE. In professional wrestling, your physique is part of the performance. Everybody wanted to be muscular, but they also wanted to be lean, athletic, and well-conditioned. Through a lot of ideas from Joe DeFranco, who first introduced me to this concept, a lot of back and forth, and just simply trial and error on how to achieve that type of physique, that type of look. Muscle building cardio complexes became a staple in our program during my time with the WWE. These workouts elevate your heart rate, they improve your conditioning, get that calorie burn, and help build muscle, all in one efficient extra work session. And you only need about 10-15 minutes to do it. The best time to do these is at the end of your workout. You just finished a training session, your lift, your heart rate is already elevated, and all we've got to do is just step on the gas pedal for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we're gonna finish strong. Just 2 to 3 rounds of one of these bad boys is all it takes. Do these a couple of times each week, and you'll get that heart rate elevated. You're gonna burn those extra calories, improve your gas tank, and because you're lifting weights in the process, you're not gonna sacrifice strength. Instead, you're building that lean, strong, athletic look that so many of us are after. I'm gonna break it down for you. Muscle building cardio complexes, how to do them right here, right now. 8th Street Gym, Extra Work Wednesday. Let's go. Hey, before we get into today's drills, I want to give a huge shout out to Once Upon a Coconut for powering this series and for hooking us up here in the 8th Street Gym. I know today there's a ton of sports drinks out there and it can get a little overwhelming, but coconut water has always been nature's very own sports drink. Once Upon a Coconut has figured out a way to put that into a can, and they absolutely nailed it. The flavors are all incredible. It's refreshing. I use it pre-workout, during my intra-workout, and even during my post-workout shake with my personal favorite, the chocolate version. Mix that with a little vanilla protein. I'm telling you, if you don't know, you better find out. It is awesome. If you're looking for a better way to stay hydrated, definitely check these guys out. Appreciate the love. Here's how we do it. Think movement patterns, not exercises. Every muscle building cardio complex should be built around 4 fundamental movement patterns. We got our squat, got our upper body push, like an overhead press or a push-up. We got our hinge or deadlift movement, and we got our upper body pull. These are our rows. The order doesn't matter. The exercise selection, the variation of the exercise does not matter. As long as you're checking those 4 boxes, you've built a great foundation. Now, here's where I like to spice things up a little bit. I like adding an explosive movement near the beginning of the complex to kick things off. Maybe that's a clean, maybe that's a high pull or a snatch. Anything that keeps me feeling athletic while still flowing into the rest of the complex. Then, somewhere throughout the complex, I like throwing in a conditioning movement. Maybe it's burpees, maybe it's mountain climbing or kettlebell swings, just to keep that heart rate climbing. You add these 2 movements in, you're looking anywhere between 4 to 6 movements in one complex. Man, you just took this thing up another level. Now you're really cooking with gas. Hey, and the great thing about these complexes is there are endless possibilities. You can use dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, landmines, heavy slam balls, sandbags even. Pretty much any implement you have available, you can rock and roll with these complexes. That's what makes these complexes such an awesome finisher. You can change the movements, the variations, change the order, change the emphasis, change what's in your hands, the equipment. The end goal stays exactly the same, but every extra work session feels fresh. You and your athletes stay engaged. The training stays fun. You never have to repeat the same finisher twice. One piece of equipment that I've really enjoyed building these complexes with are something called the commence fly bell. The neutral hand position on these bad boys is really shoulder friendly. It's easy to transition from one movement to the next. And it allows me to combine a lot of these movements into one smooth flowing complex. I like going from an RDL into a high pull, or maybe a slight hinge into a big snatch, a squat into a press or a thruster, a burpee right into a deadlift, or a push-up into a mountain climber. You can absolutely do these with dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells. But with the fly bell, it just makes it so much smoother and easier to transition. It puts my joints in an advantageous position, and they have heavy and light options. The Commence Fly Bell, you gotta check them out. I'm telling you, these bad boys are kick-ass. I'd recommend doing 2 to 3 rounds, keeping the rest period short. Hey, if your goal is more conditioning, use lighter weights. And I like hitting that rep range 8 to 10. If your goal is more strength and muscle building, use moderate to heavy weight. Hit around 5 to 6 reps. If you stay within that 6 to 10 rep range, I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. 4 to 6 movements, get creative, have fun with it, and get after it. That's what Extra Work Wednesday is all about. Putting in a little bit of extra work that pays off in a big way down the road. Build muscle, build your gas tank, get your extra work in with muscle building cardio complexes. Hey, if you like what you saw in this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because there's more where that came from. 8th Street Gym, Extra Work Wednesday, muscle building cardio complexes. Are you serious? Come on, let's go.
From the sand to the steel, we got the fire. Dreams on the rise, higher and higher.